What's up, Periscope? Happy Monday. Super excited, as I always am on Monday morning. I usually jump out of bed. But, Louise, thanks for joining, dude. You're on fire with joining all my videos. Anyways, I'm going to talk today about 4 ways to repurpose your content. So, this is a topic all around content marketing, how to squeeze out more value, more juice from everything you create. Obviously, if you're spending time creating videos, creating content, and that could be a video, you want to make sure you get the most value out of it. And so, the ways to get, hell yeah, Louise, I'm excited about this as well. So, I'm going to talk about 4 different ways you can squeeze out more value from your content. In fact, this very video, this Periscope, as well as my new YouTube series, Uplift, just uploaded the first video yesterday, is me actually repurposing content. This post, everything you're going to hear today is actually a blog post I wrote a few months ago called The Ultimate Guide to Repurposing Content. Check it out on blog.contentmarketer.io. Again, the 4 tips, I'll start with number 1. I've kind of ranted for a second here. Number 1 is Periscope, right? I'm doing this right now. I'm connecting with people. It looks like 5 or 6 people on the video. 6 people now. Woohoo! 7. Woohoo! There's 7 people on this video. I'm connecting with people. So you can record Periscope or even do a YouTube video or VMO, whatever it is. You can, let's say, take that blog post take whatever you wrote and turn it into 4, 5, 6, 7 points, just like this. I'm talking about 4 different points today, and those 4 points are probably, there's about 15 or so points on the actual blog post. So all I'm doing is kind of engaging with in a shorter form of content with video. So anyways, YouTube or Periscope, easy ways to talk about your content. Make sure you prepare so you don't look like an idiot and you don't ramble on like I have been doing. Alright, so number 2, the second tip here, and hopefully everyone can hear me here, thanks for the heart here, is to take the videos you just recorded in tip number 1 and actually use them to revive your old blog post. So I just did this the other day with my blog on sujanpatel.com. I woke up at 3 o'clock on a Saturday morning. Actually, I was working until 3 o'clock on a Saturday morning, and I didn't go to sleep. I woke up late. But anyways, I took a topic I was super passionate about called hard work and success and kind of how they tie in, and I pretty much recorded this rant or a quick video that summarizes the blog post, and then I added it back on the top of the blog post, and I reshared it. And so adding that video kind of adds a little bit more information, adds some personality, adds another way. Thank you all for joining. Jonathan, welcome. So to recap on number 2, is really an extension of number 1, which is to take your videos that you just recorded and reuse them or add them to your blog post. All right, so number 3, the third tip here is take your content and repurpose it on LinkedIn. LinkedIn publishing is super powerful. LinkedIn is putting a ton of weight. Welcome, Steven. They're putting a lot of weight behind what they're doing and trying to really up their content publishing game. So they're going to promote you, and the best way to leverage LinkedIn here is to publish content, not just your status updates, but take whatever you've written on your blog or whatever, and take the top topic and republish it on LinkedIn. I've talked about this before, so make sure hold on one second, guys. All right, so make sure when you republish your content on LinkedIn, you take into consideration what has been popular in the categories before. So take an article that you've read on LinkedIn publishing, go to the top left. There's this little heart, or thanks for the hearts. There's this little hamburger menu on the left, and it categorizes what's called LinkedIn Pulse, and those are the top articles of the day, the week, and just look at them, study them, write or republish content that is similar to, you're welcome, similar to what's been popular, right? So don't just publish whatever your latest post is. That's not going to be effective. In order to be effective, you need to publish content that's going to make it to the top on LinkedIn. So make sure you do that. All right, so number 4, the 4th and last tip is take your content, your blog post, and maybe even take that video you outline and turn it into a presentation. So it could be a presentation for SlideShare, it could be used for a webinar. In fact, repurposing content, that blog post I talked about originally repurposing on this Periscope video, actually turned into a presentation I did a few weeks ago with Onboardly. I pretty much had like about 100 attendees, and I talked about for 45 minutes how to republish content and kind of the intricacies about it. Obviously, I'm not going to get into that with this video, but it was a longer form of everything I'm discussing now. So you can take that presentation, or you can take that piece of content, make it a presentation, upload it to SlideShare, and now you have multiple places. Thanks for all the love. You have multiple places your content is living. Now, you don't necessarily want to keep it the same exact title. You don't necessarily want to make it the exact same premise or the exact same kind of intro, outro. But really, think about this. The meat of the content could be the exact same, but how you lead into it, how you exit out of this. Like, this is just quick ways to leverage or to repurpose your content. My ultimate guide is really extensive. So that's tip number 4. Since there's a lot of people on, I'm going to keep going. There's secret number 5. This is my personal favorite tactic to repurpose content. It doesn't take too much time. In fact, it's probably the easiest way and the most impactful way actually for user generation or user acquisition, lead generation. I wrote a blog post about this recently on sujinpatel.com. Check it out. It's about how I generated. Thank you all for joining. It's about how I generated 513 leads from commenting on blogs. So the tip is comment on blogs, comment on Quora, but don't just comment. Use the content. Use whatever you wrote about, whatever topic. Right? So let's take this topic, for example. I'm talking about repurposing content. Go on Quora and type in repurposing content. Go on, use BuzzSumo and look up content that's been popular around repurposing content or ROI of content marketing or how to increase your exposure. All those topics are really related to repurposing content. Or an example is, I could comment or answer a question on how to maximize ROI and answer with a bit or a piece of my content that I wrote on a blog post, and again lead back to it saying, hey, here's how you can do it, 3, 4, 5 quick ways, and then bam, a little link back. Now, that's not only a way to repurpose the content or repurpose what you've already done, but it's actually a way to get more traffic. So I love it because you can get a lot more juice. And like I said, for my startup contentmarketer.io, I actually got 513 new trials. Super easy way. Just so everyone knows, I spend about 15 to 30 minutes a day, typically in the end of the day, just answering Quora questions. And it's not super extensive. It's usually a paragraph, maybe 2 paragraphs, or sometimes I say, hey, check out these 3 links. You're going to find a lot of value. But anyways, those are actually been the 5 ways to repurpose your content. For more videos like this, follow me on Periscope or check out my blog, sujinpatel.com. Awesome, guys. Have a great Monday.